you fed, you gonna eat, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's just the African like love and culture. Like you were always taken care of, bro.
That's what's up.
Yeah, even with nothing.
So then, what about America?
Yeah, that's the thing. What is that? I would say this because I'm like on a 50-50 zone. It's like America is so beautiful in the sense that you can seek any kind of opportunity.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is a very opportunistic state. I mean, country. And they just like, this country is just so consolidated with so many different people. And it's just like, it's a country that does bring a lot of people together if it's in the right scene. You know what I'm saying? But it can also be a curse as well. You know what I'm saying? Where like, a lot of people try to like contradict each other. Like, they don't come together, they don't compromise, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like the peace zone is just like, it can also deter the fact that like, you know, we are all people. We all become one. We all live in the same damn country. So why can't we all just come together and show love? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the love is deteriorated in this country. But the thing at the same time, like, this country just has just so much to give. But we all gotta do it in unity, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, so far as like this country itself, the most beautiful thing is just like opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Opportunity is big. You know what I mean? Like you definitely could come here and just make moves. You know what I'm saying? And if it's utilized the right way, man, you could take it to the fucking skies, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's really dope. Like, but I feel like this country needs more love, man. It really does, bro.
All right, and Free, what is the one thing you cherish about Africa and one thing you cherish about America?
I'd say what I cherish a lot about, or the most I guess about Africa is like, it's like the tradition, the culture, the values that they have, and kind of like the respect amongst like the hype. So like your kids to your elders. Like when we were growing up, you know, they would for every like an hour and a half, they'd have the kids sit with the grandparents. So we kind of learn more about, hey, so this is where you came from. This is this and that, you know, like just basically being embedded in that culture. You know, that's one thing I cherished a lot. That and like you said, the happiness, like people there are so happy.
They're so happy.
Like, and they're very generous too. You know, they thrive on like building a brother up. Basically, so like when I went back, there was a homeless man. I had like leftover KFC. There was like 2 pieces of chicken in there. I gave it to him. He literally took one. He went and found another homeless person and gave him that other piece. He wasn't like, oh, this is just mine. So I was like, yo, he's struggling. It's like that.
McDonald's, nigga.
We got Nando's.
Yeah.
We got chicken licking. Debonair's. But like, it's just that, like, he's struggling. Like, he was like on the, you know, skinny, torn clothes. But he's like, you know what? This piece is enough to, you know, keep me alive. Let me go help someone else, you know, live too. So like that generosity, that kind of like that togetherness, that's one thing like I really like love about back home. Just, everyone is just so friendly, everyone's nice. You could meet a stranger, you think you've known them for your whole life because you'll say, hey, how you doing? Oh, my brother, hey, Ruki. It's like, nakit sama hey, wonder what you saw, you know, it's just like, you know, versus just they'll be like, hey man, who you? Why you told me?
Why you talking
like
to me?
this? It's almost like,
do like that.
you know, there's just like that whole like different perception thing, but yeah, that's one thing I love. And out here, what would I say? I guess the opportunity to do more.
Yeah.
Yes. Like for example, like me wanting to travel, it's easier to do it from here versus back home.
For sure.
You know, it's like it's more cost effective. Basically, the availability of resources here is
high.
It's one of those like if you want to you can go make money. You just have to not be lazy. You know, you gotta know the right people, that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's one thing I like is just you're able to. If you put your mind to it, you can succeed. There's no like, I mean, obviously there's some areas where like, you know, race and bias will play it, like, you know, factor in it. Like if you go to a predominantly white town, as a black man trying to get a job, they'll find some excuse not to give it to you just because they're like, hey, we don't want this, like, what's this guy doing here kind of thing. But you know, but there's still that opportunity though. And there are all so many programs that, like homeless people, they have homeless shelters, they have, you know, like the Veterans Assistance Program. You could be homeless and get, what is it called, EBT, the
EBT.
yeah, EBT. It's like,
That's right.
whereas back home, if you're homeless, you homeless. There's no shelter. There's no handouts. There's no like, hey, the government will assist you. There, it's like, hey, man, you're on your own unless someone like, you know, gives you $1 or anything. But here, you know, even the poorest can still kind of live.
thrive.
They can still have shelter. They can still have food.
Right.
So basically, they take care of the people, even though some of the methods they do it by, I don't really agree with.
No.
But they still, you know, take care of their people and all. That's one thing I do like. It's like you can be homeless, but you know you're still gonna eat. You can go to like the homeless shelter and get a meal. You can go sleep. You know, you can do this and that.
You got Salvation Army. You have
Yeah, you've got all
like,
these things that
resources.
help people that don't have money.
Yeah.
Versus back home, it's like, hey, you're poor. I'm sorry, guy.
I
Go
mean,
beg.
go
You know,
beg or something. You
go
know what I'm
steal.
saying? Yeah, I will say
So-
that for sure.
So that's one thing I do like about here is that they do
Resources.
take care of their poor, like the veterans and all that.
Yeah.
Some they choose not to use those services. That's on them. I'm like, why are you begging when you could literally go to
Go
the
to
homeless
the
shelter? Like, why are you on the
facility,
side of the street? You know they'll give you food if you go. It's like, is it for drugs? Is it for what? But
Yeah.
they have resources and infrastructure in place to help those that basically struggle, but like financially and like mentally. Like if you have mental health issues, you can go
You
see
go
a
to mental
psych-
health
You can go like
You don't have
go to
mental
a
health therapists
therapist
in
and all.
Africa, bro.
They're like, no,
like-
he's just mad. What's wrong with that kid? No, he's just mad. Leave him.
Just leave him alone.
He is mad. He drink too much. Whereas here it's like, hey, we're gonna find you help. You're gonna speak to this person. You know, we're gonna get them there. He's just mad. So that's one thing I do like about here
That's
is
a fact.
there are ways to help those that aren't as fortunate as others. Like I said, like you know, through the veterans assistance, you know, the food, the shelters, the food, what are they, the food drives and all that. So
Fact.
All right, bet.
Fact. Yes, sir.
And for you, my son,
All right.
Champion.
that's between both worlds. What is one thing you cherish about both worlds?
Word up.
Man, I told up good with my brothers, man, 100%. So I'll say for Africa, I'll be like, peace, man. It's a peaceful continent, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like, just think about it, like, we got colonized, you know, slavery, all these things happened in Africa, you know what I'm saying? But all they wanted was peace, you know what I'm saying? So we, like, just like what Jay was talking about, we don't have much, you know, but they're just happy. You know, I remember when I was back home, we didn't have much, but I would still go outside, play with my friends, just enjoy the day, you know what I'm saying? So that, I'm very happy and thankful for that. And in the American side, I'll be like, opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Like, if today I'm able to like take care of my mom, my family back home, you know, it's because what I get from America, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to have a few investment here and there because of what America has given me, you know what I'm saying? So obviously you gotta work hard and all that, but you get to opportunity to do that. Obviously back home I can't do it, but here at least I get that chance, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then also freedom of speech, be able to speak your mind up, you know, say what's in your chest, whatever, not get in trouble. But there's in a third world country, just since we're speaking about
You can't say
Africa,
whatever.
you can't say whatever you want to
especially when it
say.
comes to politics.
Beat your ass.
Yeah.
Comes to politics. Are you Hutu or Tutsi?
What did you say?
Exactly.
Like which party are you supporting? It's like if I say the wrong one, I'm gonna get beat up. I don't know. I can't vote. It's like,
I don't have voting rights. I can't vote. I'm
I'm
sorry.
not from here. I'm visiting. I'm a tourist. I'm actually from that country there.
That one.
Not from here.
I'm from Egypt.
Well, gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. You really just taught us a lot about your culture and you know, and how you feel about our culture here in America.
Word.
And I'm very grateful for this opportunity for you guys. Let's meet up again. Let's do another episode, all right?
Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the League of Extraordinary People.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, Jesse, and I will see you another day. Peace.
What's up?
Alright, guys.
Peace, brother.
That's it.